And I'm glad wrestling media, and not just black wrestling media, but all wrestling media. And I'm glad to know him as my folks. And that guy at the end, because the first lady is his turnbuckle talk tag team partner. That's how I squeeze my nephew in this thing.
That's family. That's family.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it.
That's big.
For the one, the only, the mighty black wrestler.
Salute to you, Doc D. Doc D, I will say thank you for having us be a part of your showcase. Thank you for inviting us to BlerDCon. I'm gonna say this: I've been to a couple of cons. Y'all niggas crazy. I mean, it's not that y'all crazy. I'll take that back. Y'all amazing. It's just we went to go get some lemonade before it started raining, and I wasn't ready for what was my Crazy 8 the Great. He was doing like straight up Dragon Ball rap and stuff like that. Like I don't we sit at home and drink and talk pro wrestling every week. We wasn't ready for the, but I mean this is amazing. I'm glad y'all have us out. Sometimes. Sometimes. Again, it's Black Wrestling. My name's Cal. I don't have my videos, but I'm the current disputed predictions child. They can't mess with me. They can't mess with showing up.
Y'all giving up for the champ.
It's disputed. It's disputed, but it ain't my fault.
It's definitely disputed.
I'm repping what. Yeah, I should hold on to one of his belts for the duration of the period. No, I'm Cal, representing 1/4 of the squad, 1/5 of who's up here right now. It ain't about me though. It's about everybody else up here.
It's about you and you and you.
It's about people like that. The wrestling chick, young Mimi in the building. Mimi, introduce yourself to the people.
What's good to the people?
That was live. That was big live. That was big live. Who else is up here?
Hey man, IllFam79 on your social media choice, aka Cedric the Entertainer. That is me smelling like that.
I love it.
These hands. The man with these hands.
These hands.
It's time.
It's Dame time.
Dame time.
1854.
There it is.
1854. It's not about the title. It's who you body to get it.
That's right.
At Math Dame.
I beat him for the title. I beat him for the title, by the way. Special guest. Y'all know who he is, the Belt Man.
Yes.
The Belt Man. Corey, introduce yourself to the people.
What's going on? I'm Corey. My kicks and my fix on everything. Listen, you name it, I got it. Shoes, belts, sneakers.
Times two.
There's like, listen. Times two. Sorry, that's much to your chagrin. She don't like when I buy stuff and I already got it, but whatever.
Already got it.
Real quick, I saw this man in wrestling star himself, Chris Slade is in the building.
Salute. Wasn't on the BRP 50, but
What's that?
well, do y'all know what the BRP 50 is? Well, if you don't know what the BRP 50 is, we all right. We're going. Actually, I want to make sure we are going to take questions from y'all, but we're going to ask.
Yeah.
This year, for 5 years running, every Juneteenth, we drop a 50 list of the best pro wrestlers who are black in indie wrestling, mainstream, whatever, women, men, whatever the case may be. It's tough, man. It's tough. Like we at the Jobber-Tears and those wrestling girls panel, they were talking about how much wrestling there is. And there's a lot of wrestling to go through. And I don't want to sit here and talk about what we do all day, but we put a lot of work into just watching the wrestling, especially this man making a whole Excel spreadsheet.
It's a lot of wrestling to watch, but it's not a lot of black wrestlers that get highlighted. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the problem that the thing that we run into is we end up pitting this wrestler against this wrestler.
Right.
That's not what we're trying to do.
And you got to remember, it's only 50 spots, so it's you have to be kind of discerning with your choice. We would love to do if we could. If we could start having done 100.
Hey, man, that's Pootie Tang.
That's Pootie Tang's in the building.
Like I said, we don't be around this. We be doing our podcast, and then at a certain moment, Pootie Tang. Is Pootie Tang the name of the episode? It's in the running. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right.
On those wrestling girls off stage, but Math and Beanie were speaking on how I did that. Math and Beanie were speaking about how they knew that they had a good problem. Y'all was putting this list together because this was like one of y'all biggest thus far, and the fifth was like the 50th anniversary. So give it up for 5 years.
Y'all almost got two. We talked about we did have plans because 5 years to do some more, but that's why it turned into we should show up like a big source referencing gatefold cover with a lot of black professional wrestlers on it. Getting articles done. Shout out to Andreas Hale. Shout out to Mimi.
I love that.
You ain't gonna make me cry.
Actually, because I don't want to spend the entire time talking to 50. We can take questions on it later as well, but because it's one of the things that we do. I think it's probably one of the things that people recognize us most for. But we just be having fun. The other day, this past Thursday, we do something called hip hop equivalence, where we take a pro wrestler and try to figure out what MC they're most equivalent to it. The other day, we were talking about Jon Moxley and what Jon Moxley was doing in New Japan with the skewer sticking out of his head and whatnot. And was it you?
Ramen noodles.
It was Vaughn. Vaughn was in the chat. And Vaughn said I think it was chopsticks. I think it was chopsticks. They said skewers, but I thought them to say chopsticks. Yeah. Vaughn compared Jon Moxley to Lupe Fiasco, which just like the other day, it was Bryan Danielson and Kendrick Lamar. We'll prompt y'all in a bit, but for if you guys have any pro wrestlers and who their hip hop equivalent would be. But I mean, does anybody up here have a hip hop equivalent?
I have one.
Oh, this is trash.
Tag team from what that is the Rockers.
No, I definitely thought about it. I was like, yeah, HBK is definitely Drake.
HBK, Shawn Michaels is Drake.
Herbert Braxton.
Nah, he is. Hear me out.
Break it down.
He got all, same thing, like all the sackiness, all the soft stuff. Everybody says about Shawn always losing a smile, always dropping the belts, but he's always dropping the belt vacant. But they don't have my mind. But when he got to get out there and perform, he's probably the best performer out there, and that's great. Give him his due.
I like it. I like it. Larry got one. Hold on. What you got, Larry?
Nakamura and Danny Brown.
I can see that.
Did Nakamura stand in front of the stage? You know what?
Nakamura and Danny Brown's interesting. That is interesting. That's interesting.
Why? Yeah.
Oh, just like spastic, sort of like frantic, like in particular performance. Maybe not even the moves, but just like the whole interest, the whole.
But
he was really known for New Japan before. WWE time.
Right. It's still facts, mega talented, all that stuff. Yeah. What's your name?
Logic, and what's the guy? Austin Theory.
That's racist.
Logic and Austin Theory. Well, ouch! My only question with that is,
Logic might be a hit tonight.
Right. Well, because Logic's already kind of at the end, right? Like he sold a lot of stuff, so I feel like, well. But what's wait, hold on. But that's my question, because if Logic's kind of at the end and Austin Theory's like just getting started, what's the equivalency? Besides white. Besides white.
I told you. It's okay.
Again, these are the conversations.
I can answer that question.
Let's go.
Because he cries a lot all the time. And Austin really does cry a lot all the time as a wrestler, as his persona is, and he's trying to prove himself to be bigger than what he is. And that's the same with Logic. Because Logic also trying to prove that everybody always talks about the race cars. Everybody talks about you can't rap. Everybody can't. He always trying to prove himself from where he is now and to where he started. I can see that.
What you say?
Austin Theory is more the baby. And the reason why
What you say bad about the?
hold on, the reason why I say that outside the baby's controversy.
Yeah, that's a lot. Oh, you right.
It was the baby was supposed to be next up. Then got cold. Austin Theory is supposed to be the next up. I like Austin Theory, but we've seen the culture that he's been on as of late, especially. And the other person, I would go John Moxley as J. Cole.
No.
Hold up. And I'm gonna say the reason why.
Okay.
Regardless of how y'all feel, the majority feels that Moxley's up there.
Who's the majority?
Majority of
Pro wrestling fans?
Oh, wow.
And
That's not.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan, but I like call a spade a spade. He's considered one of the top guys right now in professional wrestling.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who would differ with the thoughts on where Moxley is. They looking at him like 2022 was this year. They looking at him like this year.
And that also, when you also look at that, a lot of people, some people call J. Cole boring, but others love J. Cole. Like J. Cole's fan base, just like Moxley's fan base, are stands. Exactly. One right here.
You a Moxley fan?
But
Hey man, you
Wait.
That's my opinion. He only put on features. Just like Moxley's only put in the New Japan.
Wow.
But at the end of the day, Moxley's going to be on one side, some type of way or another, just like J. Cole.
That's interesting.
And Moxley's about the money, but at the end of the day, he's about the art. Just like J. Cole's about the art.
That makes sense.
So,
yeah. I got a lot to get back to this.
I like it. Say it.
Let's go.
I think Mercedes Monet is Doja Cat. At the moment.
Wait. I like it.
As someone who's followed both careers, I follow Doja's and I follow Mercedes. Mercedes first started. She was
Yeah, wait, she wasn't on that record, was she?
Wait, bro, are you
Shit, I thought the Britt Waters asking. No.
Okay.
Show them feet.
The obsession with both of them, when they first started, they were both trying to find their own way. Doja was very established small, Mercedes established small. They were both thrusted into a bigger light. Doja now, listen, that Moon song, that 10 million was going into that monster. Mercedes, her style, her entrance, her attitude. She had to build so she had to be noticed. So the Doja. Both of them had to also be tweaked to be noticed. You've seen countless times where Sasha had a conflict with being herself, with being Mercedes, and Mercedes had a conflict with being Sasha. Same thing with Doja. Now, a lot of people didn't like Doja being great, because if you listen to the first album Doja versus the second album Doja, there's a 180. And what did they both do? Mercedes, same thing. Burnout had Sasha. Both of them walk out. Doja Cat left. A lot of people don't understand Doja Cat changed into this Attention album because she didn't feel like she was being heard. She felt like the music, she's all about the money. She was moving. Noticed because that's her. That album, sorry, the premiere album that everybody's obsessed with, that album is trash.
That's
the first album.
one thing I will say.
If I look at Mercedes Indie, there was nothing that Mercedes didn't do. But now that they both left and reconstructed themselves, they're both both of them something they want to be from the beginning.
I see that.
We're all there. Like you guys they just had a panel, Dr. Chiz and CWG, about how they're following the talent, not the brand. You can follow Mercedes anywhere she goes, and you're still gonna be a fan. But you don't understand a lot of people that are like, "Oh, Doja's back, great. We like this Doja. This is first edition Doja."
Yeah.
Nobody cares about that. Only people that care about who do. Same way that only people care about people care about Sasha.
I like it.
Okay, yeah, clap that up.
And move, all right?
And to be honest, skill-wise, the people that we do see from week to week, none of them are better. So the people that we hear from week to week on the radio aren't better skill-wise than those guys. So I rock with it.
Yes, Craig Waters. Okay.
So I would say, y'all know Sweetie. I love Sweetie. She's cute. She's super influential. The people love her, but she can't really rap. I would say she's correlated with Dave Cargill. You know, super influential.
I like it. That is valid.
Talk about it.
That is totally valid.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that.
We're not here to tell people that.
Speak for yourself.
I also have Sasha as Nikki. You don't have to I would Sasha would recommend when she have solo. And constantly reinventing herself. I feel like Nicki Minaj does that in every way possible. On slow bars, so you know.
Is Nikki in her New Japan era now, or are we working towards that?
Her New Japan era was when she was at her Chukwari.
Because again, I always got to look at the story. I'm trying. So what? Where's Mercedes right now in Nicki Minaj's career then?
I feel like they're right at the same place because the demand is high, the fandom is high, but it's still working to try to convince everybody else. I think a lot of people they look at Nicki and they're like Sasha.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj.
What?
You want to hear Nicki Minaj?
She does. Britt Waters does.
No, I'm just asking y'all. You still want to hear Nicki?
Absolutely. She doesn't know what record.
Yeah, that's right. This Nicki is back to mixtape Nicki.
Wait.
I love her.
Because they using Sasha Banks to uplift the next person.
And Nicki just did a song with
So who's career parallels?
So she brings up other people with her. Just
That's
like I
true.
feel like Sasha does.
What?
I feel like Sasha is more like R&B.
No.
Right now, two of the best of their respective fields.
All right.
Wrestling, it's Brian Daniels.
Okay, I like it.
Right now, one of the best available. Always make money with Brian Daniels.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Right now, always make money with a Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion making money if you're a promoter in almost any market that you go to. Whether you like or not,
That's good. New York, yeah.
You're from Maryland.
Yeah, in fact, you outdoorsing. I hear you, but I think that because there is a contingency, and this was a problem when, and we getting so hip hop right now, but when Megan started putting out more music, there were a lot of people there was a backlash. They were kind of not feeling what I'm kind of surprised that Megan isn't more of a Dave Cargill.
That's what I'm saying. She's way more skill-based. She's way more skill-based.
I think Brian Daniels is more talented than who you're comparing. I think he's more talented.
I think that's your J. Cole.
I can see that.
Go ahead.
I can see that. I can see that.
Ain't that wrong with J. Cole?
as a lover and as a fan of her art.
And that is probably one of the strongest comparisons to Brian Higgins, is that he
Say
starts
less.
as a custodian, he studies the case, he works her way up.
That's dope. That's
I
dope.
like that. I like that. I like that.
A wide variety of very different artists are respected. There are a lot of promoters who have support her as an artist. Comes out of boxes.
Hey, this is shutting
Yeah.
This is a good panel. He crushed it.
Hey, come sit up here.
Yeah.
We ain't get Corey. Get Corey the fuck over here. Come on.
I
So,
appreciate you.
this is my question. Megan was under who? Bun B? Was Megan under Bun B?
No.
It's Pimp? It's Pimp C?
She sound like
And
she sound
Daniel
like
Brown was under who?
Shawn Michaels.
Thank Shawn Michaels, MC?
Good question.
Yeah, if you want him to be.
No, get off the mic.
I know what.
Yeah, he doing what I usually do.
That's a really great question because it's what we're talking about MC and Shawn Michaels. It's a conversation about the entire city. You're talking about TJCU.
That's dope.
Hey,
Don DeMarco.
Pootie Tang.
One at a time.
You said what?
Say it again. Dashing 3,000.
Dashing D
Oh, that's you. That's who you are. I was confused for a second. I didn't know what was going on for a second. Dashing D1000.
We'll have your comparison next year. I'm with you.
Oh. Well, Joey Badass is what? The old school aesthetic.
I would say maybe like a Willie Yuta, an old school guy who likes.
No, because he's no. Because Joey Badass came in with a hell of a buzz.
Like 1999.
And then before 99.
Before 99, but.
Midsummer, what was that? Midsummer Nights.
I forget.
And then he kind of faded out. He started acting.
He was acting.
And then he came back on fire. So
He good on power.
we're gonna go from there.
He was good on
He
power.
was good on.
That would be the
MJF?
I can see where you're going.
I see that though.
I can see where you're going.
Personally and in their field of craft. It's just so happens both of them are from Chicago.
Okay.
CM Punk and Kanye West.
I like it. Hey,
he got that. He got that.
Hey, go sit where he sit.
He got that off.
Go sit where he sit.
He got that off. That's it. You really gotta say nothing to that.
Can you now break it down?
Please break it down.
Go ahead, break it down.
Please break it down.
My man, go ahead and break that comparison down for us.
Yeah, he said same.
Break it down for us.
And then sit next to the room.
Yeah.
Troy barred up tonight. Troy barred up tonight. No, I like that one. It makes sense.
Break it down, bro.
So it just happens. I'm really like, but for everyone wants when CM Punk was rumored to return, everyone thought we were going to get the WWE ROH film back. And they were like, oh, CM Punk is back. And we saw after his old receiver box that it really wasn't going to happen. And it's like, okay, Kanye, everyone's like, I want the old Kanye. People aren't seeing that fall. People aren't seeing what is a So there's that. in terms of personally, you know, Kanye is a very controversial person. You can't give him a microphone on his head.
Say self-medicate.
Without pausing.
Right.
In terms of where they are now, like the whole, okay, yeah, where he is now, like, yeah, Kanye where he is now. Kanye is putting out good music. CM Punk is putting out good matches.
Kanye West?
Kanye West? Yeah, wait, what's the last great Kanye song?
Kanye West?
That's a good question as well.
Wait, get this shit off. Hold on. Now get the shit off. Go ahead, get the shit off.
People don't like Dom, right?
It's me, I'm people.
Who like, oh, see if I can do I like it. I'm just saying that as an example, like people are saying that, like, hey, I'm not really rocking with this current version of CM Punk on in and out of the ring. People are saying, oh, whether it's the producer, whether it's Donda, whether it's Heartbreaks, whatever. I'm not rocking with this current version of Kanye. I want the old version back. But yet, so that first religion episode sold out money. If Kanye were sending out stadiums and he sold out 3 different times and still was streaming millions. Like
You try to put that MP3 player on
arenas, just all whether it is or not.
Yeah.
But it's like there's that little curve.
Right. No, I like it. I like it. Beanie.
Philly selling out worldwide.
Phil is right now is outselling merch-wise regular AEW merch. He's no. He's outselling. What did I just say? What is he outselling? What did I just say? See that?
Merch.
He's outselling AEW
Merch and a line is something completely different.
Right, but if he's outselling the company's merch, so is he doing good or is he not doing good?
That's a good question.
Hold on.
Hold on 1 sec. I'm sorry. My fault. I'm cheating. The beautiful one with the glasses right there.
First we said Dom Mysterio, Lacey King Kong.
Oh! I kind of like that.
Puppy son, yeah. Puppy son. They both whack as fuck.
We said Jody Badass and Randy Orton.
I like it.
No, yeah, y'all got that.
Hold on. Back. That's a good one. In the back.
Kratos?
No,
Not Kratos. How you doing?
Okay.
Kenny Omega, hip hop equivalent.
DJ Allen.
is Kenny like a Jadakiss? Kenny, what do you?
Well, let me ask a question. Does anybody have Kenny Omega in the top 5?
No.
Some people do. I'm saying in general, like ever. Well, because this is why I asked. Hold up. This is why I asked, because I think. There's a lot of people who love Jadakiss, and I don't know a lot of people who would put like a Jadakiss album in their top ever. But that's what I'm saying. Like but he's got a lot of amazing freestyles and verses and everything, and you can't say Jadakiss is whack. You sound crazy, but also. No. Fabulous?
Lucas, what you say? T.I.
I personally think that.
Yes.
Why?
I'll tell you why.
Hold on. We got Kenny. We got Kenny as T.I. Why?
So the reason why is T.I. is representing here in the South. Like a lot of times they consider Kenny one of the greatest wrestlers to come out of New Japan before wrestling.
Okay.
But we don't talk about the South a lot, especially during the time that T.I. was wrestling. And he was overshadowed by a lot of northern rappers, but he's considered one of the greatest rappers to come out the South. Just like Kenny was considered one of the greatest wrestlers from Japan.
Right here. Hands up here.
So I wanted to piggyback on two that I already
It is hot. Shouts out to
Wait. Did you say a bitch was dying?
Krista B, you got to put that on the list too. A bitch was dying.
That might be the name of the episode. That might be the name of the episode.
Go back to the comment, the Kanye West. Yeah, it was a CM Punk Kanye West. Because one of the things that I think we forget about as well, and I think this is why the comparison may be a little inaccurate, is that while Kanye, especially old Kanye, always, we also forget how much more influential Kanye is because of the others who he elevated. And I think that that's something that we really don't see with CM Punk. We can sit here and go down lines and lines of wrestlers who have built folks up, helped folks build their career, etc. And whether Kanye intended to or not, because we all know crazy as shit right now. He did do that, and he made us care about artists that we would not have cared about if Kanye did not bless them with a beat. CM Punk has never done anything like that.
Well, CM Punk is one of the first folks in recent history that has used licensed music.
Yes.
And I love the sprinkle of licensed music that I get.
No, absolutely. But I'm talking about one within there.
I honestly don't think everything should be one.
It's tough. That's what you tell me all the time anyway.
And when you see the hereditary lines of speaking in wrestling, how many other wrestlers before and after him have influenced other wrestlers' careers in a positive way intentionally.
Right.
And that ain't it with Sam Punk.
Fair
So
enough.
that's the only thing I wanted to comment on that. And then the second thing I wanted to
Wait, hold on. Did you say the bloodline?
You see this? Number 3 left, man. I can't do myself.
What you say, Russian Reigns did
Proceed. My issue is not the bloodline. I'm a bloodline stand. Some of the stories.
Right.
But the second one I wanted to make was about the comparison of Dom Mysterio. I think King Kong is a a good example, but I think it's the Romeo example.
I don't like neither one of them.
Ooh.
Let me ask you a question. Because I want to. Can you name a little Romeo record?
No, that's the point. That's the point.
The one thing that we often argue is.
I see what you see, Kyle. Shout to Justin. Look at
That's really good. But if you listen, the loudest things when you go into that arena today, and a couple of folks that you can talk to, is people sing that Cody Rhodes song. Sorry. People sing that sound. No, they don't. People are singing that sound record. They're singing that sound record. But the loudest thing I heard in that arena is them goddamn boos for Dominic Mysterio. And I've never heard anybody react to Little Romeo other than Master P 2 months ago. Yes.
Is because there's always recency bias, right?
Yeah,
and so the reality is today, ain't nobody fucking looking for the Little Romeo.
Nah, not at all.
Start shit. Everybody was like, "Oh, look, Romeo, look at Romeo doing this."
Yeah, it was too many duets. There was too much of them in that area. It was too much going on. Romeo, baby, I'm more out with 2 kids.
No one's
No, he was still here. Brian H. Waters, calm down. Brian H. Waters, calm down. Wait. I don't know.
Hey, Cal. Hold on 1 second.
What's up?
Hey, Cal. Hold on 1 second. One second. Okay, hey, Cal. Did we get an equivalency from you?
An equivalency from me today? I would love to give a Dominic Mysterio one. I'm just trying to think of.
That's it.
Takashi 6ix9ine. No, that's perfect. They love to hate Takashi. They still gonna want to see him get beat. How many times did y'all watch that video of him getting beat up in the bathroom? Was that just me? All right, we'll go somewhere. At the gym, yeah.
Hold on 1 second. We gotta get Jay in. What's going on, Jay?
Since we talk about recent bias,
John
Cena,
John Cena, LL Cool J.
Cena goes transitions into acting, so it goes out. However, we look at like some of the greatest rappers of all time, we tend to lose track of where LA was placed compared to like, Nas, Wayne.
I like it.
Wrestling, we're like, we tend to lose track of the scene when we talk about Savage, Flair, Brett, Shawn, Austin, Rock, and there's some other companies with Okada and Omega, and it's like, where do we put him? Is he really top 10? Is he kind of falling out? So we mentioned LL.
Because LL, back in the LL street, we made a lot of really bad music, and
we had a conversation with shouts to the Corner podcast, shouts to Andres and Kel Dandy like 2 years ago, and our conversation was, is John Cena the Jay-Z of pro wrestling? That was when you said, that was kind of where my mind went. I think there's a lot of people who
a very, very long.
Yeah, like being the top of the mountain for a while, even to the point where a lot of people were over him. He come if they announce that he's going to be on SmackDown tomorrow. People are gonna, just like this was happening. Whenever DJ Khaled, whoever's got a whole verse on, like he's built that longevity, and I think now I don't know if Cena's in the twilight of his career, but he feels very whole, like the way he moves back and forth in and out the industry.
And then we move into the
next. I'm glad so much enthusiasm.
All right.
Wait a minute.
LLC comparison, I think it's pretty good, but I think it's a better wrestler than LL. And that might be Chris Jericho.
Oh.
I like that.
That's interesting.
That's it.
That's interesting.
That's it. I got one more, Vaughn. I got one more for this topic, and then we're gonna get my man in the back.
No.
Wait.
I'm sorry.
Get the shit off.
Seth Rollins.
You ain't gonna call Solo Skull Memphis. I'm not gonna allow that today.
I like how we built it.
Solo is big.
Solo would be
Solo is big.
Solo would be Beanie Siegel.
Beanie, you living on right now?
Yeah.
Hey. I don't know what that means.
Hold
On. And then
You got a couple.
The only thing I had was interest comparison.
God damn, Vaughn, you went back.
Go ahead, Vaughn. So, both were content.
I like it. Shout out to Matt Hardy.
Wait. Christian is Redman?
All right.
So Christian, did he? The Jersey was going to go there. Come on, no, because when you say that, you're telling me that Christian's better than Edge. Oh, all right. Hold on. He said that Edge. He said Edge Christian. Yeah, Redman. That's why I didn't want to say it.
You are telling me that Redman works with rap. Redman with the big picture.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Oh, yeah, that's fun. That's about shout out to my man.
Let's go.
What's the match?
That's what I'm trying to.
Say less.
It's like it seems like a piece of it, the thought was planned out, but it didn't follow all the way through for it. It's like, hey, listen, show it to WrestleMania. Let's get the next biggest show that we can do, and let's do it on SummerSlam. Okay. But then you leave the most crucial piece of the puzzle out. Is who do you have the fight not work at this point to Lauren? To have him bring out, and especially he can bring out a man, lead the violinist.
Bring the violinist back there.
You could have had both of them do it at Money and Bank and just, you know what? In the flow, time it has been done. You would have had to touch it.
Right.
I got you.
Hold on. The young lady, young lady in the back right there with her hands up. I would go to Hip Hop Dalmatians from Brown Sugar.
The Hip Hop Dalmatians is funny.
No, she talking about
the shooters conversation, of a tag team shooters conversation.
Talking about the shooters, right?
I've never been like I watched the Dudley Boys back in ECW, like when it was the whole family. As they started to become a tag team, especially when they went to WWE, I stopped watching. So, but I've been watching since goddamn Hulk Hogan had the cartoon show. I'm old, so at a certain point, I had to tap out. But I don't know, like if. Because people talk about the Usos, they talk about the New Day. There's a lot of tag teams we talked about. Dudleys have the titles, and they won the titles in a lot of different companies. But I don't know if people feel like people really feel like they're top five compared to some of these other people. Like if I say Heart Foundation, Road Warriors, there's a lot of teams I would name before them.
No. Oh, it was my bad. I'm sorry. It was. Well, we got you next.
Okay.
Nakamura, we just talked about that. There's been other moments of connecting wrestling to pop culture.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why do they miss these opportunities a lot of times? And I'm not just talking about including Justin Rather, I'm just talking about in general. Is wrestling that far behind? Right, because it's such a big company.
I think both of those things are correct, and I think you guys hit on it in your panel. Because at the first place, you need people who would understand that stuff to begin with. Because in working in companies where there's a lot of white people, it's like a certain structure that doesn't know what's going on. I've had to be the person to be like, hey, chill on that, or hey, we should push this because you may not see this person yet, but they're about to be a star because the people are already behind them. If you don't have anybody in there saying, hey, I see Lil Uzi Vert got the tape coming out with this Nakamura song on it. If nobody says that to connect the dots to the entrance, then you can't. But a lot of that falls on them being too old, but them not having the right people in the structure to bring that stuff to life.
And how people move, like you can go into a company and they have a specific culture that they follow and blueprint, and we cannot divvy from this. That is going to cost them a lot. You know what I mean? But in the same breath, it really doesn't matter because those fans that love whatever it is that they're gonna buy. They're gonna buy. They're gonna spend the money. It doesn't matter. So you can push the sit at the table, but you're gonna have to can I say this? If I say this, I'm gonna have to after this meeting go back and be like, I didn't mean it. You know what I mean? Like always not really showing up completely. And that's the part.
I want to say as far as the shooter tag team, the team you would want to based on the stories about them I heard from other wrestlers, the team I'd be most scared of is the biggest fear.
Yeah. 100%. Haku busting people's whole ear in the bar, but like they're actual. I don't say monsters, but like you don't want to mess with them.
Right. Have you seen his kids?
Like at the end of the day, when you look at how WWE 2023 still chooses to try to perpetuate what Black culture looks like and what Latino culture looks like, and the characters they're still making some of these wrestlers actually wrestle other. Of course they have that moment. And they're not even
when I look at them.
Talking about earlier, they're focused on Middle America.
You know what I also tell you though is even some of the guys that are back there. That like the black people that are there, if you sit and have a conversation with them, they don't know either.
They may not know the
wrestlers before they black and before they understand what a black culture is, and so it's hard for guys like that to check them because they going back home to. Well, let's not go there. But you know what I'm saying? It's just a whole nother conversation. So yeah, it's a really hard conversation to have that person in the room, and I think it needs to be specifically that person in the room because I don't think a lot of folks that are there are going to be able to say something. Pete, what you got?
So one thing I love about y'all is y'all are yourselves. Like I watch Club 835 and I'm watching this and y'all have yourselves and all authentic. Y'all do this list.
Who you thought we was?
I'm not saying
watch him off at this press conference.
I watched your stream with Krista and you spoke to him how like sometimes it's not easy. I was excited to release like that, but it's very important. Y'all are a Black wrestling podcast. Like y'all are the voice for a lot of things, and that's not easy. Like, how do y'all stay motivated to represent how y'all do?
Well, it's not. It's really hard for me to stay motivated. For me to not have Black 48.
It's dedicating yourself and trying to achieve a goal and figure out how to get there together without nonsense, which is never easy. I'm sorry. And then this happened. 2 seconds later.
I don't watch as much wrestling as they watch wrestling. Like, I did not want to do that this last year because I didn't know half those people. A year later, I will say I knew 75% of those people. Not every match, Had to write an article about Janai Kai, super new. Had to go in and really kind of like look at all her matches. It's about, I don't even know how they do it. Corey, his brain will pull out of Raw exactly what happened in 1993 on November 22nd. And I'm just like, it's not true. I don't understand it. I really don't. But they forced me to want to learn and do better. It's inspiring. I have to say that it's inspiring.
You had to be in Ricky Stock, and that's what you did. No. You have this.
For me, when we grew up, there were no black people.
Facts.
There were no black women. And damn sure, there was no black women, and there was no black people winning.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So the whole point for us putting this shit together is to highlight the black people out there that was busting their ass, like my man in the back. Like I said, next year we're gonna have him for this shit if he's still in here. Nah, he's not in here no more. But that's our job is to highlight the motherfuckers that you might not know.
Right.
And we get a kick out of that shit because we just direct more traffic to motherfuckers who need more traffic. That's what we here for.
That's all we're here
for. But the people, you on the show,
yeah, for real. Nah, for real.
And people get this list shit confused with. We don't give a fuck. It's not about us.
Right.
It's not about us. It's just highlighting the motherfuckers that's going out there and breaking their back every Wednesday. That's not getting the respect or the recognition that the motherfucker is on Monday night. You see what I'm saying? But it's people that feel like we need more shine than the next man because the next man ain't in this position. And we just want to highlight everybody who's not getting that shine. So next
really quick, because to get my answer to this question is my answer is really different from everybody else's. It's cool to see the amount of black creators in this space that have grown since we've been doing it.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Shout out to Doc. Shout out to Doc.
The originator.
He's gonna cry.
Justin.
So
Justin was just commentating on Twitter, and next thing you know, he's in front of the camera,
slipping
in to our show.
But this is it.
That's what it is.
So what we're here for now is we're older than a great deal of folks in the space. Last one or two folks.
It's a couple. It's a couple.
I ain't stopping.
I'm looking in here. I can see these motherfuckers.
But no, I feel like jumping into this space and seeing black folks flourishing, we have a responsibility when we see, hey, do it like this, tweak this, because we need to be the OGs in the space that don't exist yet. And I think that's really important to what the space is.
Love that.
You want to go?
Hold on, BA had a question. So I'm gonna go to Brian H. Ward. Oh, Corey, my bad, Corey.
That was
I forgot
Hollywood.
H is for he.
Don't do that. So I think what has to be understood here also is that when doing this, because we've been all doing this for a very long time. Just being able, like everybody mentioned, they mentioned earlier with the TWG and Jarvis's podcast, just to be able to make sure we look out for each other too. Like, and you gotta, because everybody knows something different. Everybody does. Like, what Mimi may bring to the table, somebody else like Fam may bring this to the table, and I may bring this, and then, you know, they handcuff and bring Math along because he needs a show. But
get his helmet.
yeah, he does. But no, really, I mean, it's such a wonderful community to be in. Just you got to make sure, you know. And I'm glad I don't ever see this with us. You don't step on the other person's toes. You know, everybody's gonna eat, and you know, we right now it ain't this big. So, yeah.
I want you to listen.
At this point, you got, you know, everybody. You bring everybody along. You got to make sure that everybody. You can pull something from every different person. And then boom, you got your own thing. Somebody, you never know who's watching. So you got to make sure you do that.
That's it. All right.
Never call a beat. You don't like I've done it sometimes.
What you got to say, Hollywood?
Hollywood. All right. So we all look back from, you know, starting from phones, Zoom, stream guys,
Hey, relax.
And y'all, you know, you got this list, right?
Yeah.
What does it mean to y'all? Last year, there was a match. Gil O'Neal and Darius Carter.
Mm-hmm.
And Mav started cheering for Darius Carter. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
Gil from the house. Gil from the crib. Let me have just a survey the room. How many people in the room didn't have pro wrestling friends? Like, you know what I mean? Because there was a lot of folks that. Yes, I can. Put your hand down. Yes, put your hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of folks didn't have that person just to talk pro wrestling when it was white folks. Right? Now there's black folks. Now I want to talk to my black friends about my black favorite wrestler. Mm-hmm. So you gotta, if you don't have that audience, you have to create that audience. Yes. And you have to my son here, you have to have someone for him to run to, like, yo, you see Carmelo Hayes on the left, flipping off. And you gotta look and show the phone, and you show it. And I think that's our purpose here.
Yes.
Our purpose is to go to space.
5 minutes.
Get the young folks, right?
Facts.
And you know what I mean? Once in a while, when you come to BlerDCon.
I think we got it.
I mean, if I had a top 5 of the podcast that is trying to I'm like, girls playing my full time. Even y'all inspire me even more to like, no, keep going. You know, especially with Robert and Brian, everybody that do podcasts, y'all inspire me. So when y'all came up with the list, I joked with them. I said, all right, I'm coming on hot. The one thing is not because I don't do you guys' list. What I don't like, what I know you guys do for this, like you guys know the name. It is a lot. Like there's people that are us that don't know. I don't know everybody.
Right.
So what bothers me the most, I'm gonna put the elephant out there, is when there's people out there commenting harshly or don't understand it or they take it personally. My question to you is, if they know and they just will listen to you, why do you think there's so much discourse when it comes out, whether their name is on it, whether their name's not on it? Why do you think it's such a problem to them?
The BOP 50 is something that hasn't been done. You know what I'm saying? So what they feel the need to do is say either I know better, or that they need to put you on to it. So what happens with these folks that try to discredit the list is because they didn't do it first and they didn't think to do it first. And so, and this includes the wrestlers. Right. And so it's and then that's the
no, we don't know that guy.
Ain't no Tylenol for BRP, baby.
We may have time for one more break. You have something you want to say?
Yes. First, thank you guys for supporting me.
Shout out to Britt Waters. We had Britt Waters on the podcast before she got famous. So now
and she still know it.
My question is for Corey.
Yes.
Shout out to Corey.
Appreciate you being here during the same day sneaker company.
Yeah.
We bridge in the wrestling world.
Great question.
You better not say, don't you say the fucking Young Bucks.
You gotta say it.
He got this.
Black.
Yeah. You know what? Shane also Kingston.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, he was wearing them Jeremy Scotts even though
He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing.
No, he knew what he was
doing.
So that
All right.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for coming through. I think that's our time. BlackRasslin.com, YouTube.com/BlackRasslin, Patreon.com/BlackRasslin. You know what time it is. Every Thursday night, 8:35 p.m. Standard Time, baby.